We are kicking off the week with some positivity because in this morning's life lessons, we're learning about mindful optimism and how to get what we want. Case Kenny is the host of the popular New Mindset Who Dis podcast.
I love the title.
I know, right? And his viral red pen quotes have resonated with thousands of people online. Well, his new book is out tomorrow. It's called The Opposite of Settling: How to Get Everything You Want Out of Love and Life Without Losing Your Spark. Case, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to talk to you because I think a lot of people, I feel like this, right? That like, am I doing mindfulness right? Like if I don't know how to meditate or I don't feel good at it, how can I get there? It can mean so many different things to different people. What do you say?
Yeah, and I understand that. I think in my 20s, I used to think mindfulness is for other people. It's this thing that you do, and I don't really understand it. For me, it's a very practical endeavor, and there's no wrong way to be mindful. Some people might do mindfulness through meditation or yoga or journaling, all amazing forms. For me, what brings me so much life, and it's why I write these quotes and celebrate it through words, is mindfulness is listening to yourself. That's what we mostly agree upon. It's bringing your mind and body to the same place and feeling what you feel and accepting it. For me, though, what brings me so much energy is mindfulness isn't just listening to yourself. It's also the way you talk to yourself. What are the words? Literally word choice, sentence structure that allows for you to feel a feeling, but to not allow for it to define you. That's why I wrote my new book, The Opposite of Settling, because the idea is the words that we use either say, you should accept it, that's good enough, this is as far as you go, or they encourage you to keep going, keep your standards high. It's all about word choice and how you speak to yourself.
Let's talk about optimism here. I mean, what can folks do to harness it? And, you know, a lot of folks have a hard time sort of looking on the brighter side. A lot of folks are glass half empty.
Absolutely. And I understand that, right? So I don't think it's fair for me to say, oh, everything's going to be fine. Optimism is the belief that things can change. And I think that's a really good definition because it then allows for us to say, okay, how do I use words to remind myself that things can change, that an emotion isn't permanent, that this isn't the final chapter of my life. It's all about word choice, right? So it's the difference between saying, for instance, I am stuck versus saying I am transitioning, or saying, man, am I awkward versus saying, I'm showing up as my realest self, and I'm proud of that, right? So we honor our emotions, but we allow for movement in it with word choice. To me, that is optimism. It allows for things to change.
So you brought some whiteboard for us here. We're going to pass these out and learn about how to talk to ourselves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I were to write how I'm feeling and I were to write, you know, I'm overwhelmed, what's the right way to talk to myself about that?
So I think there's a really powerful way, and it's the most practical thing. So most of us, let's say we're just feeling a little stressed right now. Most of us would say, I am stressed. Other people might say, I feel stressed. I think the best way is you write, a part of me feels stressed. A part of me feels overwhelmed. A part of me feels stuck. And the reasoning behind that is it's a very simple thing, and it's a small sentence structure, is it reminds us that all four of us have different parts of ourselves, parts from the past that are trying to keep us safe, parts in the present that are worrying about the future. It's our job just to restore harmony amongst these parts and just reminding us that the feeling is a part. And when it's a part, we can maybe better navigate it, use more specific words, and then just in general, remind ourselves that a part is not the whole, things can change, optimism through mindful reflection. So a part of me feels, and then you complete it with an adjective of how you're feeling.
And what you're so good at, though, and we're so lucky we're about to get our own, is these mantras that kind of, I think, flip some of these on their head, right? They can actually make you feel a little bit better. Is there like a formula for that where we can kind of, when we need to tap into something, do that ourselves?
For sure. And it's why I wrote the book, because it's the way we speak to ourselves. I think, and I do these sessions throughout the U.S. called Mantra, where I lead groups through basically a formula. I would say two things. The first is, get your head right? So I encourage people to have a coffee. I like house music. I put on dance music. I get in an elevated state of mind. This is a fun thing to do. And then, I usually like to start with a prompt, like a part of me feels a certain way. And then we use creative language to complete the second half. A part of me feels stuck, but I am transitioning. Maybe a part of me feels like I'm being so dramatic. But the reality is, I'm finally listening to myself, and I'm proud of that. I'm speaking to my honesty. So it's part mindfulness and it's part creative writing, emotional vocabulary.
Now, do you have mantras here?
I do. I wrote these for you. So this is for you.
These were written for us.
They're for you to kind of capture your essence, and that's for you.
Capture essence.
In my best handwriting I could manage.
I'm going to read this out loud.
All right.
Confidence isn't loud. It's a quiet glow that says, I know who I am, and I'm good with it.
That's good for you.
I like that.
I love that.
I like that a lot.
Queen of confidence. There you
Yeah.
Like, that's your impression of me, so thank you.
Okay, mine says, if you want to upgrade your life, stop trying to make sense to everyone. That's really good for me. The right people will crave your realness.
Wow.
I love that. That's really good because I need to work on
you.
not being worried about what other people think.
We all do.
Right.
It's weird because for me, he wrote, Craig, you need a lot of help. That was the entire point of life is to take chances on dreams that seem crazy to most, but feel like destiny to you.
Wow.
That's
pretty
very
good.
good, too.
Go get it.
That's
pretty good.
great.
Well
These are
done,
awesome.
sir.
This
course.
is awesome. Thank you
course.
so much.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations
Yeah.
on the book.
Thank you so much.
So great
Come
to
back
meet you.
anytime.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.